Hey, it's your girl Nat Bullen here for a really quick PSA. If things have not been going right when you have asked for support in your high ticket business, you need to tune into this message. Chances are your last coach, your consultant, your well meaning peers who tell you should have a $99 membership or tell you that you should lower your prices so you can serve more people or tell you that you should invest all of your time in getting a free webinar going or a $99 masterclass. The reason none of those things have worked for you is because they're not looking at the data that matters. And today, really briefly, we're going to talk about what that data looks like. So, first things first, I'm not against low ticket. I think there are a lot of low ticket models that work really well. Look at Netflix. But most of us, as solopreneurs or damn close to it, cannot afford the level of marketing that it takes to sustain a low ticket funnel. And anybody who is selling hundreds or thousands or tens of thousands of units into something cheap have an incredible marketing engine that you don't see. So if you do not consider yourself a strong marketer, low ticket might not be the way to go. I teach people how to get their high ticket offers sold, done, dusted to excellent clients. If you don't want to sell high ticket, stop watching now. I'll save you some time. But if you do, you may get this irritating thing that keeps happening to you. It happens to me all the time. Natalie, why don't you sell something low ticket? Natalie, why don't you get a webinar funnel? Natalie, why don't you create a $47 mini course? If you sell an offer that's greater than $10,000, but you often get advice from people you paid or otherwise that you should create something lower, less expensive, just because, put a one down in the chat. I'm curious. But it happens a lot, right? And I think it's a well meaning advice, but it's usually ill informed. So here's what I did. I decided I'm gonna go in my Stripe, I'm gonna go in my Thrive Card, I'm gonna go in my Dubsado, and I'm gonna pull my 50 most valuable clients in terms of payment. I'm gonna pull my 50 top like lifetime value clients, LTV. And then I cross referenced that with my lower ticket master classes, my, $99 workshops. That's what I cross referenced. What do you think I found? Only 12% of my best 50 clients, so six people, six of those 50 started off with something inexpensive, something below $500. So when I get advice from people that's, oh, Natalie, you should create this free Facebook group and you should funnel people into this $27 masterclass, and then you should have a pay as you can go, and then you should, based on what information? Because if 44 of my 50 highest lifetime value clients never bought anything under 500, why would I create a whole offer suite of stuff under 500? That's not the way my buyer buys. And see, a lot of you don't know that data because you've never stopped to look. And your coach probably ain't never asked you. Let's be honest, right? I had a peer who let me know. So my peer is amazing. And she has a very high ticket service. It's $75,000. It starts at 75,000. And so someone down the line has told her, you need something low ticket. You need something inexpensive. So she's created this offer that's like 10K. Pretty sure she has one that's like 3,500. And that $10,000 offer and that $3,500 offer are a pain for her to sell. They have a long sales cycle. They're less profitable. They're not in her wheelhouse. She doesn't enjoy them as much. And those people rarely ever upsell into the $75,000 offer. Yet that's what every coach that she pays tells her to do. Why? So you can have diversification? I think that's BS. I think if you've got 20 people paying you for done for you service, that's plenty diversified enough. You have 20 clients. To me, as long as you don't have one whale client, I do advise my clients against that. Having any one client be more than 20% of your revenue, that's something I'm against as a revenue strategist. But other than that, go for it. And I'm like, if I was your coach, I would tell you to go all in on the done for you and to scale that up as much as possible and to do as many of those as you could do. And wait list or scale up, hire more people to deliver that. You've got something that's 75,000 that has a short sales cycle. Sell more of that. So, like, maybe the reason that other people's advice doesn't work is because it doesn't make sense for the way your buyers buy. That's what you want to double check. And that's some of the work that I do with my clients. I've actually revamped my VIP day into a 30-day revenue sprint. It's 5K. I have 2 spots open, and I'll be sending an email about this as well. So if you know that you want one of the spots, slide in my DMs before I hit submit on this email. But in short, that's what we do. I just wrapped up with a client. We actually offboarded Thursday, and she's got a $15,000 offer that costs her $6,000 to administer. So each time she sells it, it's $9,000 in profit. And I'm like, this is what would make sense to move your business forward, is to set up a funnel that logically sells people into that offer. So talk to me about the last 5 or 10 times someone bought that offer. What did they buy first? How long were they in a funnel? How many emails did they open? What actually happened before they paid you? Why did they buy this program? I can tell you that 70 to 80% of my revenue is from private coaching clients who tend to pay me the most money. A year of private coaching with me is 36,000, unless you're in one of my group containers, in which case you get a loyalty discount. It's a little bit less. But most of my revenue comes from private clients, and those private clients do not babysit the other stuff first. Usually, that's no shade to people who've bought Birthright. Birthright is an anomaly. My $200 private podcast does reliably convert people into higher offers. But it's also a podcast with 260 episodes. It's not your normal lead magnet, right? But like, I was talking to my client, and she's like, well, someone told me to create like a low ticket course. So she has this course that's $97. And I'm like, your revenue goal next year is 200K. Talk to me about how on earth we're going to do that $97 at a time. Like, what do you think is going to make that happen? Wouldn't you rather do it 15,000 at a time with $9,000 in profit? You can sell something for 15K. It costs you 6K to administer. We can make 9K Monday through Sunday. So all roads need to lead to that. And I just think it's so interesting. And sometimes you don't recognize what's different about you. But I can tell you what's different about me. I'm an optimizer. I want things to be efficient. It is inefficient for you to have 6 offers. It's inefficient. I don't care who you are. If you have a small business, if your revenue is less than 10 million a year, you do not need 6 offers. Even unapologetic wealth is streamlining. We're going to keep this 30-day revenue sprint for people who want this kind of blind spot picked out, who want to figure out what is their most profitable offer and how can I sell the most of it in the shortest amount of time to the most qualified leads. And we're going to look at who your qualified leads are, who your qualified buyers are, what they bought, why they bought it, and tighten up the systems to make those things happen more often. And we're going to get rid of everything else. That's not to say overnight we're going to get rid of all of your programs, but if you've got a 97, a 197, a 497, a 997, a 1297, a 1497, a 1997, a live event, and a coaching package, and a consultant package, and a B2B package, and you're losing money every day because you're trying to market 10 different things. And all of these people are different buyers. Even now, the people who buy my revenue sprint are different buyers than people who buy Birthright. And the people who buy Birthright are slightly different buyers than the people who will buy new money. So if you do all of your own marketing, why would you want to be in charge of having to try to sell multiple different offers to multiple different personas? And if I'm being honest, you're not doing the right amount of tracking on all those offers. Do you have a spreadsheet with how many of each offer sells each month? How much profit is on each offer each month? The percentage of revenue each offer brings in each month? The client acquisition cost on each offer each month? No. So people will have you out here selling all this stuff, but it's so overwhelming you don't even have the data that you need to make a good decision. That's why when folks say create a free Facebook group, you just say okay, because you don't really know how you got the clients you got, because no one is assessing those things. That's imperative. You want to clone your best client. That's going to take data. So you need to go wherever you can go to where people paid you, find your best 5, 10, 15 50, 100, 200 clients, the best clients, the ones who paid you the most money, the ones who were the best fit for the offer, the ones who got the best results. What was their client journey? Stop trying to just replicate a client journey. Replicate the client journey that made the money. And if you know good and damn well you ain't gonna do all that by yourself and you wanna ride it out with me for 30 days so I can do it for you, I would love to have you in the 30-day revenue sprint. It is my updated version of my VIP day. Instead of meeting for one day for 5 hours, getting overwhelmed with a lot of information and implementing zero of it, now we get to hang out for a month and look under these cracks and crevices and figure out what's going to help you grow the revenue in your business. The reason that I moved from being a sales coach to being a revenue strategist is because revenue is all encompassing. It encompasses everything that brings money into the business, which isn't just sales. Chances are, if you're watching this right now, you know how to close a sales call. You just might not have anybody booking them, but you know how to close them when you get people on calls and you have a script and you know what to say. So that's not indicative of the entire problem. A lot of us have what I call offer bloat because we've taken in too many ideas from too many people and now we're spread really thin. And now people don't know exactly what we're known for or exactly what they can buy from us. And then you have to spend a lot of marketing power trying to remarket people who would have paid you the first time. So if you want to hang out with me, you know where to find me. I'm going to drop the link in the pinned comments. In the meantime, drop your biggest takeaway. What did you learn from watching this video? And I'll read them and reply. I'll see you all soon. Bye.